We meet once again. What's really going on with you? Hopefully, I'm coming in loud and clear. I don't got my usual microphone to conduct this particular live stream, but hopefully everything's ringing clear. And I'll give it some time to send out the notifications to the people that are humbly subscribed to Too Cool to Con and tuning in to the Master of Ceremonies, Reek. Hopefully, we can get a conversation going about this $600 on the 21st, where everybody was supposed to get their superpowers. Did you get your superpowers? Did you increase your superpowers? Did you get telepathy? Did you get, knowing when someone's BSing you? I mean, what superpowers did you happen upon on the 21st of 2020? There's been nothing but focus. I see some people are coming in, and that's a good thing. Hopefully, people can start weighing in on the chat. But let me throw something up here. I had heard from the infamous, and she suggested this, so let me go ahead and do that. Let me see. Give me some time. I'll get it going. But yeah, what are you gonna do with your 600? They said, hey, we done collectively said the American people need $600, even though big business, big giant conglomerates are gonna get, countless whatever dollars, you know, of our money essentially, because we're the ones that are the essential workers, or been working and putting in work since the inception of these lands that we find ourselves within. It's like we're stolen property. Own property that ain't even theirs. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Let me continue on what I was going to post. If we get enough people coming in on the chat, I might throw up the hotline. It just depends on which direction it actually goes. Let me see. What am I missing? I guess I'll just post it like that. And it should be at the top of this particular chat. Cash App. Cash App comes in handy. You know, a lot of people say, "Hey, Rick, I'll hit your Cash App." Hey, there it goes. It's right at the top. You can't. I can't see it. It's right there. So hopefully, I reached out to this particular platform that we find ourselves on, and they said, "Well, we don't know why some people are not able to, you know, comment in your chat. We'll have to look into that. So we'll see how that goes." They said they're supposed to reach back out to me, but they play favorites, I guess, because some people can have no problems having their people that are subscribed to their particular channel be able to, say whatever they want to say and voice their opinions, long as it's nothing rude and crude, and I have no problem with it. But $600, I say, most people I don't talk to that said they're, once they receive their $600, be it a check, be it, injection into your whatever banking that you bank with, they say they're going to use it on a bill. But when you think about it, when Trump was in, we got 12, but now we're getting six with, you might as well say, uh, uh, Biden. So it's lesser. It's been, I can't even remember when the last time we got that check, but it's people's bills still been racking up. If people are in the restaurant industry or bar industry, they've been out of work. And I want to say that extra money that they were, I think it was like 600. They were given 600 on top of whatever you were receive. I think people that are still unemployed, they'll get 300, on top of whatever they were supposed to receive. So, I mean, I guess that's a good thing, but I don't know with the state of the world and these these so-called things they want to inject you with. I don't know. But like I said, most people said they're going to use it for a bill of some type. Probably a delinquent bill at that. You know, the people that are supposed to work for us, people, that are politicians. This is what we, the people, want to receive the 600, and corporations receive countless billions. Come on. I mean, I guess if you were in a fairy tale imaginary world, everything would be cool with receiving something like that. But we're in the realest of the real world. We have family members kicking off daily, not by, this manufactured slogan that they're talking about, but, real real things, ailments that, been plaguing us from countless years, diabetes, different cancers that they probably got cures to that. They got cures to cancers, but they got an instantaneous injection for you. Now, just think, a lot of these people that got cancers and diabetes, they still got to pay high amounts for those particular medicines, even if someone happens to have HIV and AIDS. Like I said, I had an uncle that had that back in the early 90s, and one of his pill bottles was like 900. So I can imagine that was early 90s, what something like that would be now, and still died. So, it's all about, sucking the blood of, the people as much as they can, draining all their energy and all their resources, financial resources, So the best thing you could do is stay in, proper health, eat right, cut out these processed foods, cut out these phony restaurants that are still open. You may not be able to dine in, but you can still go to the what they call it, trying to think, those boxes that, they used to catch cockroaches and things like that. That's how I look at them. You go in, you get your poison, and you go home and you die in your humbled abode and things like that. And then they'll label it something else. Oh, it was this. No, it's this garbage food that you're designing for the people instead of putting in some quality. You think people don't want quality food? You think this great country of ours is not capable of, providing something like that? All the people that are so-called living at higher scales of life are aided these things. I have people that work within hospitals and say, certain nurses and certain doctors get, different type of foods than, any other staff member within the whole establishment of these hospital networking systems. So what does that say? It's like it's a tiller. Like, okay, you're worth this. They're kind of worth less. So we'll give them this type of food, and these other people or patients will only get this type of food because it's tillers. And some people are like, well, that's capitalism. What they don't know, we capitalize on. Well, a lot of people are waking up to the way this Ponzi scheme is going down, and people ain't really feeling it. And I should have posted another story. It's a story about a lot of the firearms are going up to 601. Why 601? Because they're proving that we can get 600, and essentially even the entry range firearms should be around that price. So it's that much more harder for people to attain versus whatever lower set prices that they had. You got to kind of think about why they do the things they do and why they do them for essentially to be a disservice for you. We're operating in a world of disservice. It's not service, it's disservice. And see how many more hoops and loops you could jump through. It's like, when they had those little circuses for, up, Rover, up. See how high you can jump. People sick of, going through the maze and tackling these unsavory hoops and things that we're supposed to, if you want to achieve more, you got to do this. You got to get this degree, or you got to do this. Well, if you only did this a little bit more, you can do that. Okay, Lane Smith. I agree, Reek. I'm a long time listener, just listening at work. Well, hey, that's a good thing. Anybody else want to chime in? I see we got people in here. I mean, what's really going on? I've been talking. I don't mind entertaining even the opposite opinion. I kind of like to understand where the other side is coming from. Where are you really coming from? Really, do you hate people on Earth? I mean, you share this planet with other people. It ain't just you. So hopefully, and if not, I'll go out at my normal time when I usually go out if people ain't really coming in. I know this is the week of Christmas. That'll be coming in. Well, what's it? Christmas Eve will be Thursday, and Christmas Day is Friday. Then you figure next week will be people getting together their resolutions. So maybe it's a lot of people that's trying to get their chill on and things in order. Maybe they getting last time late gifts and things like that, wrapping gifts. If you do that, not everybody does that. Not everybody participates in Christmas, and some people don't believe in it. Me myself, I say to each their own. If someone gets you something and you appreciate them for all this time you've been weathering the storm, hey, go out and get them something. It don't have to be in the name of Christmas, but just a kind gesture in this time that we live in is nothing wrong with that at all. But I wonder where Rated Shot and Famo, and I haven't heard from Old School. I don't plan on hearing from them, so I don't know. A lot of people that usually come in, you might be in here, they might have the thing where, oh, you can't comment. We'll only send your comments straight to the comment section when this becomes a video and you get to hear the replay or whatever, if you stay for the replay, because I witnessed it myself. What's going on, Dre Chili? He said, what's up, Reek family? Driving out, but listening in. Hey, that's what's up. I want to say, I can't remember not the last two videos I uploaded, but one of the last live streams that I actually did. It might have been the one that was with Lisa Smith. I said I was giving props to your channel, like, hey, people need to tune in to Dre Chili, become a subscriber. Matter of fact, they mess with his channel just like they mess with my channel, subscribe, hit all the previous videos that he done put up. It will help you going into this 2021. I'm quite sure, Dre, you got some more things that you may add to help brothers along in their sojourn, dealing with a lot of things they'll probably be passing in the middle of the night, like, oh, we need to pass these new laws and this affects this type of law and all that kind of stuff. Coming soon. Hey, you see his name right up in here, Dre Chili. He always has something to say. Matter of fact, I have to remember which I want to say it was the one that was with the infamous Lisa Smith. The live streams before then, you were on there and we were all, weighing in on, particular things. I think people need to, if you can scroll all the way back to the video that says infamous Lisa Smith cocky, all those live streams before then, it was good dialogue chopped up in there. It was maybe a couple hours or so. So, I always try to direct people that, either come in here and haven't been in here or are new to the channel or whatever. Hey, these are particular channels I rock with. If I say their name and, say they're reputable, that's what they are. Now, if I have to make any corrections, I do that. But Dre Chili, he's been, solid 100 with me, the information that he puts out is something that every sister, young brother, older sister needs to know about, But yeah, the $600, I don't know. Some people may put it up. They may put it up in savings and try to save it. These are some uncertain times. That's why I called it 600. What are you gonna do with it? Some people may just, if they already got a new business venture, they may go towards their venture, and that's not a bad thing. That's a positive thing. If you can get something up off the ground that can't be hated on by the government. Oh, we got to shut your establishment down. Like I said, it's been some bars probably up north around these parts where I'm at. They try to open. Like, oh, we're gonna open. Huh? They got chastised with $10,000 fines and 30 to 60 more days on top of what's already uh, liquor license being pulled and things like that. So essentially, this is about we want to eradicate small business. We only want big conglomerates when it comes to things like that. We don't want the little guy to be empowering himself, empowering his family. We don't want that. We want you to be essentially obedient to Big Brother of some kind, you know. And if anything, I think people will rebel on that type of tip. Like, no, I mean, I thought this is the land of the free. It seems like it's the land of the free, the land of obedience. You got to be obedient to, who's wearing the suit in that Oval Office in Washington. It doesn't matter who's in that particular office. To me, it's just I don't know. It's just become something that's the more that we wake up, the more that we see, the more that we see family members or people that we held dear, being business savvy, not having it their way. Like I said, was today's the 21st. We're about to inch towards the 22nd, but this was the day that we were supposed to have our powers and things like that. Hopefully, your powers are to see, how they've been misleading the people all this time. Hopefully, you turn off your TV. You may have a subscription to a Hulu or to a Netflix or something like that. But as far as local TV, regurgitating the same old garbage, hopefully you tune out to things like that. And if you enjoy this particular live stream, hit the like button. Hopefully they ain't took that away from him. Oh, you can't even like this. He don't even want nobody to like it or dislike it. I've done seen that before too. He said, yup, regulations and commerce. Most small businesses don't meet the SBA definition of a small business. Got to have 1.5 million in gross receipts quarterly, qualifying for a loan. Right. I like that you put that particular information out there like that, because it's like that's what people aren't seeing. It's like, oh well, these little small businesses, they'll just be able to bounce back. No, if they're not meeting a threshold, they go under. And just think, a lot of these businesses that are small, they've probably been operating for their whole livelihood of, okay, I'm gonna have a a bar or whatever, small little eatery or something like that. But they want to eradicate things like that. You only get to buy from this particular these people. You only get to do this. That's essentially what they're saying. To me, it makes me think back to when we had in this. I know it's probably other parts of the country when oh well, you gotta, if you're like a renter, I'll say, like, oh, you gotta make 3 times the rent. That's almost like systematic racism. That's like saying, well, we're not saying you can't live here. You just gotta make this amount to be able to live here. That's the same way they're doing essentially with these businesses. We're not saying you can have a business. You just have to have this amount for operating funds to make it happen. And if you meet that, then how did you get that? Because another thing I'll say, when the Vikings here, when they were for sale, they were looking for a new owner. And it was a car dealer here. His name was Denny Hecker. And essentially, he was, I forget, he was essentially doing essentially like a Ponzi scheme with his car dealerships where, he was doing some ill things under the table. And when he went to, apply to, yeah, I'm going to buy the Vikings. Well, that means they start looking at all his financial history. So then once they start digging, like, well, you're not really legit like here. Now he had to do time for that. I want to say he might be out by now, but he had to do time for that. So, some people are, well, I'm gonna go legit. Well, if you ain't all the way in their eyes, that can actually hurt you worse. So, I mean, you really got to think about what type of moves you're trying to do, because under some people's guidelines, you may not be legit as you think you may be. So, but with that being said, we done reached the 20-minute marker. Hey, I appreciate those that came in, especially you, Dre Chili. Hey, as I always say, go subscribe to Dre Chili's channel. Matter of fact, you can click, I think if they still let you, you can click on his name and it'll take you to his channel. If not, stop the video, stop it, shut me the fuck up and write down Dre Chili's name and type it back into the search box and hit the subscribe button. With that being said, Master of Ceremony Reek, I'm up out of here. Oh, you said appreciate you, brother, and message you are bringing as well. Hey, I appreciate yours too. Hey, we're still gonna have to collab on some. I know, in these times we've been kind of busy, doing different things. So, but we'll get around to it and be looking out for that. We'll collab on something and pass on some more necessary information to the people that tune in and want to, empower this situation. And I'm up out.